Who is this dude? Why are you just leaning up against that wall, man? Hi there, you're new here, aren't you? I guess. Fuck you, you're new. Look at this motherfucker smoking a cigarette. Speaking of cigarettes, right? Hey everybody, welcome back. Falcon. This is War of Mine. We're looking at day number 10 over here. We have a few little story updates that we should start off with over here. So, I traded with the doctor at the hospital. It wasn't the best deal, but the hospital serves the whole community. Alright. Good to know. We have with Bruno here. Are there any animals left in the city? I'm so hungry I'd even eat a rat. Or a pigeon. Bruno, same thing. You're just quandering over semantics here. And then Katya, we have Pavel made the call and traded with the doctor. This time it was about something more than just our profit. So, you know, come on, Pavel. Apparently what we did was a good thing, so your sadness should be gone, dude. You did something really good. Let me have you, number one, grab this moonshine. And then let's have you take a rest. Now, I think everybody's very hungry at this point, yeah. So, Katya, come over here and get some food. That would be the first thing that we do. And then, more than likely, Bruno isn't tired, but he's going to be hungry. Yeah, he's very hungry, as a matter of fact. So, Bruno, let's get upstairs as well. Katya's going to probably have to rest after Pavel is done. So, Katya, let's have you move over here for a second. And then you, my friend, come over here and get yourself a meal. Alrighty. So with that done, let's see. We need to find out how much we need for the upgrade, because the next thing I want to do for a fact is upgrade the workshop to the advanced workshop, because we need to make the mixer from that. So apparently all we need is 9 wood, which isn't really a golf terminology, or, you know, some sort of like weird immature penis joke, I assure you. But it's not 9 wood like golf. Speaking of golf, I'm not really much into golf, but I used to play Hot Shots Golf growing up as a kid in PlayStation 1. Remember those demos that had like 70 different games in them? Man, Hot Shots Golf was the shit. Whatever happened to Hot Shots Golf? I'm not... Sorry, I'm train of thoughts over here getting confounded here. We're talking about this War of Mine, not my childhood and this War of Mine childhood. Ooh-wee. Hot Shots Golf, that's what I was trying to say. Either way, 9 pieces of wood. Very funny, Falcon. 9 pieces of wood is what we do need. So, 30 of 42 components, meaning we have at least 12 components to kind of use around freely if we wanted to, which I kind of do. I want to make a few filters, so what if we did 3 components per filter? What if we did 2 at least? That'll give us 6, right? So yeah, go ahead and make that one. Bruno, you come over here and see about... I think we got some tobacco, right? So we could probably even make a few roll-up cigarettes, and that would be pretty good for trading as well. Definitely. I'm not sure why it requires 1 component to make the cigarette, but okay. I'm not gonna really question that. Doesn't seem like, you should be using metallic items or springs or, knickknacks for cigarettes, but I guess there's even worse things in cigarettes as it is, right? I'm not bashing, or, I'm not doing a pro or con on cigarettes or anything like that, If you smoke, that's your prerogative. I used to do it myself. I do it on occasion, usually on nights of heavy drinking. I'm just throwing it out there. A cigarette after a night of heavy drinking is probably the best thing of all time, but either way, if you're of underage, don't drink or smoke. Bad. That's very bad. Just gotta cover my grounds, let's see, who is this guy? Who is this dude? Why are you just leaning up against that wall, man? Hi there, you're new here, aren't you? I guess. Fuck you, you're new. Look at this motherfucker smoking a cigarette. Speaking of cigarettes, right? Can you help me with something? Hi there, neighbor. You aren't from around here, are you? I've come to tell you that there is an abandoned house nearby. The owners fled the city long ago when it was still possible. If you help me get inside, we might find something of value here. What do you say? Oof, I'm not sure about sending Katya out with you alone to an abandoned house. That seems like a recipe fucking disaster. So, if there is something of value there, I am going to send Bruno instead. Bruno seems like he could probably hold himself up in a fight, so if you want to get a little bit, prison type of love style, you could do it with Bruno instead. He'll pop you one in the mouth. Alright, Bruno. Hi there, neighbor. Yes, so Bruno, go for it. Bruno is somehow phased into the fucking door. Okay, Bruno. I guess I sent the right person for the job, because apparently Bruno defies all space and matter completely. So you're just very hungry now? Come over here and get some food. Katya is now just hungry and tired, so it's about time you got some rest. And hopefully Bruno is gonna be alright with that dude. He seemed a little bit sketchy, right, didn't he? Like, I'm not saying that because he was smoking it looked sketchy, but the whole silhouette of his image looked kind of like, like that silent, evil villain. Hey, what's going on here? Did you eat? Okay. Dude, stop freaking out, man. I was kind of worried about what the hell was happening. He's over here holding his head and, like, cursing the skies and the gods. So, we made the cigarettes, correct? Oh, speaking of which, you should probably check this out, too. I always forget about doing this daily. We only have one chair, we have one bed. Right, it's all the same text still. We lack coffee. And all breaches in our walls have been boarded up. Alrighty, so we lack coffee, and apparently maybe even making another chair would be good. Maybe? Another bed would be good too, but again, we're kind of, you know, trying to save up our wood for the upgrade, so that's going to have to wait. So really quickly, let's go over here, and we will use one of our filters for water. That's going to give us 4 counts of water. And we want to save some water for cooking, because obviously we have no more cooked meals now, but at the same time, we want to make some more moonshine for trading, so let's see about what we could throw away here. So, it requires 4 per moonshine. Look at it this way. We're going to be needing... we're going to be making 4, so technically we have 16 pints of water, or counts of water. So I think we could probably expend 2. We'll make 2 moonshines then. And again, we still have 1 more filter left over, which we could make a little bit more water with afterwards, so... Overall, pretty good. So that'll get done right here on itself, this itself, and that's about it, right? I think that's it for the day, so we could probably start skipping... Oh, no. I'm a liar. I am a fucking liar. We need to check out the radio. See if there's any important news about the weather changing or anything to that degree. So, this is still the same old text or the same old news that we've been seeing before about the fellow newscaster that died. People are scouring the streets and abandoned houses for everything that can be eaten, burned, or traded. If aid doesn't reach the city soon, the situation will become dire. I'm pretty sure the situation is already pretty dire. And I think that's about it for news, right? So let me just go back into my classical station here, and that's it. So I think we're done now. All we need to do is remember that we need 9 pieces of wood to make the advanced workshop, but everything else seems to be just about done with. So, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to skip over to night number 10, I should say. Alright guys, so we're getting ready for the night portion of day 10 over here. So, I'm thinking we're going to probably send Katya out to trade now, or scavenge. Why, you're probably asking? Well, you know, I always send Pavel out, and we're going to go back to the hospital to do some trading with the doctor again, because I did want to pick up some of the items that he had last time for bartering with, number 1. So I figure we're not going to be getting into any sort of hijinks. We probably don't need to have the fast runner with us, and it'll give, you know, Pavel a rest too, maybe even take care of the sadness that he has going on over here. So, you're going to scavenge, you're going to sleep in bed. I'm not going to leave a guard. Number 1, I can't, because Bruno's gone for the day. But number 2, we were raided last night, and I really don't expect to be raided, you know, consecutively. I hope so anyway, but you know, I'm not sure how RNGesus likes to work sometimes, but I'm going to do sleep in bed, you will scavenge, and let's go and city hospitals where we want to go back to. Let's prepare. Now the only thing I'm thinking of taking is just a bandage and this herbal medicine for trading purposes alone. Everything else is, we don't need any of this because we're not going to be causing any sort of hijinks over here. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? Yeah, so let's actually cut into this. Alright guys, so night number 10 over here. We do know that we don't necessarily have to sneak around because, you know, as long as we don't cause mischief, they're going to leave us alone. So, I think first thing first is let's go up and talk to a dude that we could barter with over here, which is this guy. Are you from the group that helped us lately? Yeah, we are, as a matter of fact. Glad you remembered us. Let me grab this crowbar off of you, my friend, and let me start off with this. You're willing to trade me the crowbar for the herbal medicine? Alrighty, that's good to know. The reason I'm doing this is because our crowbar's about to break, and, you know, just getting it off a trade kind of saves us a few extra components and wood that we might need to make it happen. So, we're going to make the crowbar, or grab the crowbar off of him. What else do you have? Is that it? Dude, you don't really have that much stuff. I thought that you had, like, coffee beans last time, too. Alrighty, well, let me grab the cigarette off of you as well, just because apparently our dudes like to smoke. So, if we have that there, they'll smoke it themselves, or, I don't know. You know what? Let's leave that behind. My people better learn how to quit a smoke. But I'm gonna grab a few books, just because, according to what I'm seeing in the thoughts, like, you know, having a good book would make their life a little bit easier, so maybe it might help out with the sadness and stuff like that. So we'll grab a few books for that reason alone. And since we still have more capable trades here, we could grab some more sugar for moonshine, which wouldn't be a bad thing, but we need components. Actually, no, we need wood. Right, 9 wood is what I said. So, let's start stocking up on this over here. Oh, hey, he doesn't want to do this anymore. Interesting. Alright. So what if I remove this? And that. Oh, dude. So he's not down for this. He's totally not down for this. Alrighty, so what if I did this? Oh no, still, huh? So crowbar and 6 wood is not cool? What about crowbar and 4 wood? No. Wow, alrighty. So you want crowbar and 3 wood for the medicine? Can I get a book? No, I can't get a book. Alrighty, can I get food? No, he's just pissed off now. Can I get the cigarette? Offer us some more of this guy. The nerve on this dude. Sugar. How about one fucking component, dude? How about that? Just one component. Alright, fuck you. Alrighty, well... It seems this guy's gonna lowball us a little bit here. He wants the crowbar and 3 wood for this. I am not too crazy about the trade, but I'm gonna do it just because, you know, whatever. I guess it's the crowbar. We'll probably make up for it, hopefully, because our crowbars are about to break anyway, so we do need it. Let's try this one more time now. So, if I wanted to grab all this wood off of you... I don't know how that sounds. Don't take it that way. I don't know, dude. We do have 6 bandages. Let's keep that into consideration. I don't think this is a good trade for all the wood that we need, but considering we have at least 5 more bandages back home, it might not be the worst trade. So let me see about grabbing all this. Yeah, so he's down with that. Now, what if I also wanted to throw in some of these books? All these books. Well, you could give me 3 books, huh? This is something we want to do? Well, we do need wood anyway. And the books, though, you know, yeah, sure. I don't think this is the best trade I've ever done. Maybe... Instead of the books, what if I got this food? No. Okay. I'm not too crazy about the trade, but I'm gonna do it. So, we said 3 books, correct? Yeah. Alrighty, what? Can I get some sugar? Nope. I gotta try it, man, you know. We'll see what it, like, maybe can I get a component? Yes, I can get a component. Can I get 2? No. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. This is my deal. Alrighty, so backpack, and we're completely full? No, not yet. But we do have enough wood to make the upgrade to the workshop now, and we might as well just kind of stock up on the rest of the... We could get 1 more piece of wood, 3 more components, and then we have an extra stock of something here. So we're done for now, my friend. Thank you for your help, I guess. Not really too crazy about those deals, but, you know, it's done with now. Let me go all the way upstairs. I don't think we completely scavenged upstairs the last time when I was here, but I could be wrong because of my terrible... Hi, don't make any trouble. Alrighty, well, I don't plan to. Now, my concern right now is if I pop this open, would that cause us to get, like, you know, have trouble with them? I've got my eye on you. Yeah, I could see that, dude. You're, like, over here just following me balls to the wall, dude. Relax. So there was nothing in that area. What about over here? Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, you know, is using the crowbar like an intention of, oh, I'm gonna steal from you, get pissed off, or is it just like, as long as I don't take when it's quote-unquote private property? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Let me grab these components and... Yeah, I guess we'll probably take more components with our last bit of room, right? Oh, let me grab 1 more piece of wood here. And that's fine right there. Let's run down this way. He's asleep now, though. You don't want to cause trouble here, trust me. This guy, I don't really like his attitude. He's kind of a dick now, isn't he? But yeah, I'm too... You know what? I'm too cautious. Ooh. Okay, don't do it, Falcon. Don't do it. It's not worth it. We have a good thing happening here. What I'm thinking we do, though, is, Oh, number 1, not sneak. We could run. What I'm thinking we can do, though, is that once we get all of the items that are, like, you know, not forbidden, if it comes down to it... If it comes down to it, my voice is over here going through puberty again. If it comes down to it, we could steal stuff in the final run, say once we're done taking all the stuff that's lootable, but, you know, let's not think that far ahead just yet. Let me grab this over here, and that's about it, huh? Unless I want to leave the book behind, but, you know, I got the book in a trade, so I might as well take it with me. So yeah, I think we're done. I guess the other thing we can do is just kind of explore the rest of this area. Although I think we pretty much already did that, right? I think so, but let's see here. Yeah, we checked this out before already. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is private property. Well, as long as nobody sees me, let me just peek. You know, there's nothing wrong with looking. Remember, your parents always told you could, you know, you could look. Oh! Keep away from that. I'm keeping away from it. Some of my personnel died, but some just left. I don't blame them. Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was over here trying to, you know, tell us the lecture that our parents would tell us. You know, you can look, but you can't touch. Speaking of that, isn't that like the most annoying thing that you ever heard growing up? Like, personally for me it was, like, I was like, what's the fucking difference? What am I going to do by touching it? I can't touch it? It's like, I'm not necessarily telling you to buy it for me or, like, you know, give me the item just because I'm touching it. I just want to touch it. You know, sometimes just holding a product in your hand as a child was the best thing you could do. Couldn't buy a video game? Like, for me personally, it was like NES cartridges, or, well, not the cartridge itself, but the box itself for the NES cartridges, right? Or the NES games in general. I would love to just see the box and just, you know, read it and be like, oh, this looks so cool. Oh, man, I wish I had money. And then people were like, no, yeah, you can look, but you can't touch. And it's like, why? What am I going to do? I'm right here in front of you. I'm like fucking 5, 6 years old. You're really going to not outrun a 5 or 6-year-old kid? I'm not going to get too far now, am I? What am I going to do? Run through the front door and be like, oh yeah, don't mind me, guys. I'm just over here running away. My mom next to me. Oh, my son's just stealing that cartridge. It's okay. I'll get it back from him at home. It's... You know, whatever. I'm not even sure what I'm talking about anymore. But I guess the point is, look but don't touch. Fuck that. I hated that growing up. Alright, so I think we're done here. We could pretty much run to the exit now because apparently we're done looking because we can't touch anymore. Alright, so we got day 11 going on now. I hope we didn't get raided for 1. And number 2, I hope Bruno comes back really soon and in one piece too, because if he comes back fucked up or he doesn't come back at all, I'm gonna feel like quite the fool. But luckily, it was easy. Oh, Bruno brought back some good scavenge from the house of our neighbor had told us about. 4 cubes and 7 tobacco. This isn't exactly great, but the 7 tobacco can be used to make a lot of cigarettes though, and that is actually kind of pretty cool. So hey, we're gonna have a lot of trading potential because of that, so that alone is kind of worth it just because we can make it into cigarettes. So, that's pretty good. I guess what we could do is just call an episode here, right? Yeah, we're gonna call it an episode here. It might be a little bit of a shorter one, I do apologize for that, but, you know, I don't want to run too long, because then, you know, people unfortunately can't sit through long episodes sometimes, and viewer retention goes down, etc., etc. YouTube talk. Don't even worry about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. Other than that, I will catch you next time.